Well, there's a lot of reaction coming in from last night's drubbing, destruction, annihilation, cremation, whatever you want to call it, roasting, sauteed, whatever your form of cooking may be. But the Indiana Fever absolutely dismantled the Chicago Sky.
What if I told you the price of a gas station candy bar could reveal the truth about a WNBA superstar? That's exactly what happened when Angel Reese stepped onto the biggest stage of her career at the United Center, and fans were only willing to pay $3 to see it. That's right, the Chicago Sky hyped up Reese as a box office draw, a rising icon, the future of women's basketball. But when Caitlin Clark was ruled out of the matchup, ticket prices crashed from premium to pathetic. And so did Reese's game. What was supposed to be her crowning moment turned into a live national disaster. Primetime TV, sold-out NBA arena, national spotlight, and Angel Reese disappeared harder than her jump shot. But the $3 ticket was just the beginning. The real collapse happened on the court.
It wasn't a sellout, but there was supposedly over 19,000 people in attendance. Of course, it's easier to draw a decent crowd when tickets are selling for $3 hours before the game starts. Caitlin Clark was injured. Angel Reese was the only star on the court last night, and for 27 minutes, she completely disappeared.
27 minutes. That's how long Angel Reese had to prove she could be the star. No Caitlin Clark, no Sophie Cunningham, no Stephanie White. This was her game to own. Instead, 4 points, 2 of 7 shooting, no presence, no impact, no pulse. While the Indiana Fever, running with backups and a fill-in head coach, torched the Sky by 27 points, Reese floated through the game like a ghost. CBS had cleared its Saturday night primetime slot just for this. The United Center, the largest arena in the NBA, was packed with 19,000 fans ready for fireworks. What they got was a dud. This wasn't just underwhelming, it was the kind of performance that makes you question everything you thought you knew about a player. And then came the outfit.
Ooh, what an outfit Angel Reese was rocking. She put a lot of time, a lot of effort into making sure her ensemble was on point. Are my boots matching my jacket? Are my gloves matching my hat? Angel Reese put in tons of time for this outfit, which begs the question, does Angel Reese put in more time in her outfits for the pregame catwalk, or does she put in more time to actually get better at the game of basketball?
Angel Reese hit the tunnel like it was the Met Gala. Custom boots, matching jacket, gloves coordinated with her hat, Instagram-ready paparazzi bait, all eyes on her, and for all the wrong reasons. She spent more time prepping her outfit than prepping her game. And social media noticed. One fan posted, "She brought the boots but left the jump shot in the locker room." Another joked, if outfits earned points, maybe she wouldn't be outscored by the Gatorade cooler. It was comedy gold, but also a brutal reality check. Reese is giving us catwalk, but where's the basketball? Because while she was serving looks, the ticket market was serving receipts.
I have yet to see a single example of Angel Reese being a leader. Outside of rebounding her own missed layups, what does Angel Reese do? What is her contribution?
Before Caitlin Clark's injury was announced, this game had premium hype. Marquee matchup, 2 rising stars, prime venue, prime network. Then Clark was ruled out, and the entire floor dropped out. Tickets that had been going for top dollar days earlier were now selling for $3. That's not a typo. $3. Less than a coffee, less than a gas station burrito. You could bring your entire family for the cost of parking, and it completely exposed the myth. Angel Reese had insisted she was part of the reason women's basketball was booming. She said in an interview, "I'll look back in 20 years and be like, yeah, the reason why we're watching women's basketball is not just because of one person, it's because of me too." But the secondary market wasn't buying it. Literally, once Clark was out, nobody cared. Scalpers couldn't give tickets away. Entire sections were empty until fans figured out they could go for pocket change. The Sky hyped Reese as box office, but when it came time to perform, the receipts said otherwise. And so did the scoreboard.
I know I'm harsh on Angel Reese, but she considers herself a star. If you're going to call yourself a star, I expect you to perform like a star, especially in big moments.
Let's break it down. Angel Reese scored 4 points. She missed 5 of her 7 shots. She got blocked, she bricked 2 layups, and she committed 3 turnovers. She ended the night with a plus-minus of -23. That's not just bad, that's disastrous. Here's a brutal stat. Caitlin Clark is averaging more assists per game, 9.3, than Angel Reese is averaging points, 9.1. Read that again. Clark is creating more baskets for other people than Reese is scoring for herself. Another painful number, Reese has been blocked 20 times this season and made only 21 field goals. That's almost a 1-1 ratio between getting swatted and scoring. One analyst said she should be working hotel housekeeping with how often she turns it over. Cold, but not wrong. And this isn't her first disaster against Indiana. In fact, it's becoming a pattern.
Caitlin Clark is averaging more assists per game than Angel Reese is averaging points per game this season. Yeah.
Let's rewind to May 17. Same 2 teams, same result. The Indiana Fever blew the Chicago Sky off the floor at 93-58. That's a 35-point humiliation. It wasn't even close. Reese tried to make it personal. She tried to get physical. She body-checked Caitlin Clark, shoved Aaliyah Boston, played tough, but it backfired. Clark didn't retaliate. She walked away, cool, calm, collected. And Reese, she fumed, yanked her jersey, stomped around, but it didn't change the scoreboard. Just like this time, she got played off the court. It was the first chapter in what's now a one-sided rivalry. Indiana owns Chicago, and Caitlin Clark owns Angel Reese.
This was a big moment. I'm sure the WNBA would call it historic. Angel Reese is playing in an NBA arena in prime time on network television on Saturday night. Outside of regular season baseball, maybe the College World Series, there was no competition on television. The eyes of the sports world were focused on Angel Reese and the WNBA. And Angel Reese once again proved why no one is watching her.
Now here's the real dagger. Indiana didn't even have their best player and still destroyed the Sky by 27 without Caitlin Clark, without Sophie Cunningham, without head coach Stephanie White. Kelsey Mitchell stepped up like a vet, dropping 17 points on 5-for-11 shooting. Ari McDonald, signed on a hardship contract, came off the bench and torched the Sky for 12 points and 4 steals. She played like she'd been with the Fever for years, calm, smart, efficient. The Fever recorded 20 assists on 27 field goals. That's elite-level ball movement. Every possession had purpose. Meanwhile, Chicago looked like they were running YMCA drills with the lights off. And coaching, acting head coach Austin Kelly had the Fever locked in like a playoff squad. After the game, he said, "Our best offense is when our offense is clicking. We executed the scout at a very high level. Just extremely proud of y'all." The Fever didn't just win, they made a statement.
Angel Reese, part 38, let's get it!
Life throws her lemons, she makes bricks.
Bang!
PSA to anyone watching, she is right-handed. Right-handed, by the way. She missed the rim by 3 feet, man.
Bang!
I gotta say, this is my favorite summer sitcom. Pecan?
Butter pecan! Bang!
Here's a stat. She's been blocked 20 times, and she's only made 21 hoops.
What?
What we're watching isn't a rivalry, it's a dismantling. The Fever are now 2-0 against the Sky this season with a combined margin of 62 points. Every time Angel Reese faces Indiana, she folds. Her confidence crumbles, her game collapses, she talks the talk on social media, she makes fashion statements before tip-off. But under the bright lights, on national TV, in front of sold-out crowds, she disappears. And meanwhile, the Fever keep rising. Even without Caitlin Clark, they look like a playoff lock. They've got chemistry, they've got coaching, they've got depth. And when Clark returns with us, possibly as soon as June 11th, the rest of the league better brace themselves. Because if Indiana can dominate like this, without their superstar, imagine what happens when she's back. This wasn't Angel Reese's night. This wasn't even her league. This was the moment the WNBA audience saw the truth. There's only one player fans are willing to pay to see, and her name ain't Angel.
Big mama. Damn. Big mama. That big mama for real. It's so proportional, like.
I know, that's what I'm saying. She talking about 200.
It don't even look like it.
That's what I'm talking.
Yeah.
Now let me see your booty. Dang.
Comment, fire the baby giraffe down below if you saw this collapse coming. Like, subscribe, and and turn on all notifications for more unfiltered WNBA truth bombs. This is Spotlight WNBA, where hype gets fact-checked.